welcome to my intermediate to advanced glutes, hamstring, and quads strengthening program with minimal equipment. So we're gonna have a chair. I put it next to the wall for added support. A Pilates ball, you can use a pillow folded in half or another type of squishy like ball, bouncy ball like this that we're gonna be squeezing between our knees for the second half of the exercises. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my chair against the wall so I can, hold onto the wall as needed. And we're gonna start with step ups. So you're gonna make sure you have a stable chair, and because you're gonna step up onto it, keeping our core tight, making sure as we ascend up this chair here, we're squeezing through that glute. I'm gonna move it away from the wall just a little bit. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure as you come down, you toe ball heel down. You don't just plop down like that. You have control through this standing hip. 2 more. 1, hold it there. We're gonna just dip our toes in the water, or the pool. We're pretending like there's a little pool behind us. Dip the toes in, come up. So little mini squat. You don't need to go too far up. You should feel that standing hip working. If you're feeling it in this knee, watch where your knee mechanics. Your knees aren't going fully over your foot like that. Kind of you're getting your hips, make sure you're getting your hips back. You can make this squat a little smaller. Stand up tall through the trunk. I'm holding onto the wall. 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna pulse down now, just a little mini squats. 9, 8, 7, you can test your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, you should feel those hips and quads working. Let's switch sides. So go ahead and step up with that other leg. All the way down, all the way up. This glute squeezes as you go up every time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead, hold that up there. We're gonna dip that back foot into the pool. Feel the fresh water. Think about summer. Going for a nice swim on a hot day. 4 more. 3, 2. Let's pulse down. I'm gonna test my balance again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now we're gonna do a side step up. So getting a little bit more of our glute med. Quads are still working. I have the chair to hold on to. This. There we go. Creaking a little bit. Make sure you're controlling that motion up, controlling down. Obviously, the height of your chair and your height is gonna make a difference. My chair, I'm average height, but my chair is, I don't know, an average chair, but I have to really recruit a lot of muscles to get up there without jumping up. So you can get a lower chair, if you have one. And then go ahead and come on up here. Let's go into those dips again. So bending the supportive knee. Hips are level. This is good, important to know. So now we're getting a little balance work going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now, I mentioned hips were level. Now we're gonna make them unlevel and level again. So we're doing a hip hike. So we're hiking that hip up and then we're letting it tilt down. So this is really working that standing gluteus medius, that side and back butt. This is a hard one sometimes for people to understand how to do. The knee is straight now. We just had the knees bent. Now we're keeping them straight and we're moving through the pelvis. Okay? This is always a hard one to teach. 4 more, but your butt should be on fire. 3, you can hold onto the wall as needed. 2, and 1. Awesome. We're gonna switch sides. You can also do this way too, facing the chair. That way you can hold on with 2 hands. I did it this way so you guys could see me. Challenged my balance a little bit more. Woo. Although apparently my balance is a little rougher on this side. Three more. 2, and 1. Dip into the pool. Knee bend here on the stabilizing leg. Can test the balance again, or not. Either way. Testing the balance will work the muscles a little harder and will work your ankle stability more. 5. Watch that knee control. Make sure it's not dipping inwards. It's not wiggling around. It's staying in line with that foot. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. So back to the hip hikes. Knees stay straight. Hands on the hips might help you. You dip this hip down, then you lift it up, the hip that's farthest away from the chair. Up and down. So you're working this hip hiker, your quadratus lumborum, but you're also working the stabilizing hip, your gluteus medius. Keep that belly drawn in with this one. Looks like nothing. It feels like a lot. Hopefully, if you're doing it right. 4, 3, 2, awesome. Okay. Now we're gonna grab that ball. We're gonna lie down on our backs. Ball between the knees here. Okay, so we're gonna roll the hips up, squeeze the glutes as you come up, roll down from the top of the spine, like someone's punching the belly down to the bottom. Make sure you're breathing, roll on up. If you don't know how to do the roll-ups, you can look at my roll-up, Pilates roll-up video on how to do that properly, but mainly make sure we're engaging through the glute muscles. We're squeezing, rib cage is down and down. If you have trouble with a lot of flexion in your spine, you can just do a straight hip lift bridge versus the roll up. Squeeze through that butt. Either way, the glutes and the hamstrings should be talking. Breathing. Go ahead and lift and hold. Now you get to squeeze that ball. So you're staying in that bridge position. And we're squeezing the ball. Those adductors and our thigh muscles are working now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there. Go ahead and pulse, hip thrusts. A little motion through the hips. You can keep a little squeeze on those inner thighs, but we're lifting up through the glutes again. Just a little lift, a little lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, rib cage down towards hip bones. Keep those muscles engaged. Go ahead and squeeze that ball again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, lift those hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is when I really start to feel the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? If you felt that in your back, you might not have been engaging your butt muscles enough, because those should be the main driver here. You might have been overly arching through your spine. Okay, so if you need to come down a little bit, especially for this next one, when we do single leg. So go ahead and take one leg away from the chair, and we're gonna lift up. You probably need, I don't do this for the camera purposes, but having your chair against the wall, stabilizing, or doing this on the couch is probably better. You can do it just on the floor if this is too difficult too. 5, 4, 3, 2. Single leg, I start to get a lot more hamstring picking up here. Squeeze, hold that there, squeeze the knees together. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Still making sure the glutes are squeezing and lifting. You're not lifting through your back here. Back muscles are working a little bit because they have to, but they're not the main drivers here. We're extending through the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that up there, squeeze for 10, 9, 8, you got this. 7, 6, don't let those hips drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay. Come back up. So, no equipment other than our chair is going to be used next. Okay? Just to hold on to, have something to support you. So, I'm going to face you actually for this one. Okay, so no equipment is needed beside your chair now. So now, no equipment's needed now for this next one except for your chair. So what I'm doing is I'm sliding my foot in front of me. You can use, I have sliders. It's not really necessary when I'm on my carpet like this, but if you're on your wood floor, feet are bare, you just slide your feet. You can do it on tile with a dish towel if you really want, but every time I slide my foot out to the side, to the back, I'm bending this supporting leg. So you're gonna go in front of you, straight out to the side, straight behind. Do that again. To the side, behind. Just make sure you're really just moving through that big toe, or that, like this moving leg is barely on the ground. So it is actually sliding, requiring the stabilizing hip and quad to really feel some work. We're gonna hold that bend here. Okay, we're going back to my ballet days of some Ronda Jams. Ballet, not a lot of people know, it's one of the hardest workouts if you're doing it correctly. It will work you like crazy. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, belly button's tight, standing up tall. 2, and 1. Shake that out. Let's go ahead and just bring the leg out to the side. Let's do a little hip lift and then come back in, straighten that stabilizing leg. Sweep the leg out to the side, bend the knee, supporting knee. Lift this leg that went out to the side, bring it back in, straighten up everything. Slide it out, lift, bring it back in. Slide it out, lift. My knee and top of the foot are facing forward. I'm in a hip neutral position. I'm not in turned out like I would be for a ballet class. So therefore I'm not getting as much lift, because when you have your hip turned out, you can get up higher. But I have more control and I'm getting more of my hips engaged. Last one, hold. This supporting knee still bent. Let's lift for 10, 9, 8. You can take the leg or hand away. 7, 6. The supporting hip is on fire. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Switch sides. Go ahead and slide. So if the ground is a clock, the 3 o'clock, slide to 6. In the ballet world, these are called Tandoos, in case you were curious. We do these a lot in the PT world too. Knees bending and squatting through every Tandoo. Be really, really graceful, but the main thing is control to build up that strength and stability. Let's go ahead and get into those Ronda Jams. So you keep the knee bent and you're just bringing that leg back and forth. Knee is straight around that clock. Hips are level. Belly button's tight. I'm tall through my trunk here. I'm feeling my stabilizing hip talking. 4. We are almost done. 2 more exercises after this. Last one. Shake that out. Now we have to just come out to the side, lift, down, straighten that stabilizing leg. Slide out, knee bends, sliding leg lifts, come together, stand up tall. Slide out, knee bent, stable or moving leg lifts, come back in. Keep on going. Keep breathing. 2. Hold that there for 10, 9. This is the last thing we're doing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good job.